Be a cracker. So, championship leader Daniel Hartley, winner of round 1, winner of round 2, winner on the road at round 3 was Bella Fairclough. However, technical infringement at scrutineering regarding the rear track of her kart dropped her out of that, and the person who took the accolade was, of course, Daniel Hartley, who finished second on the road, but he takes the win. So he's got round 1, round 2, round 3, top step of the podium. He starts on pole position. Alongside him is Jake Anders. Jake is a newcomer, and showing a novice plate is Jake. He's with X-Kart, and he will start second. He's had a cracking first showing in the Kart Championship. Hopefully we'll see more of him. I'm saying it's his first appearance. I haven't got him on the championship score list.
We trust you.
So, yeah, I'm going to take it as that. Second row of the grid. And this promises to be threatening to the front row runners. Bella Fairclough.
Yep.
Bella Fairclough starts on the second row. We've seen her come through the field in the heats and then the super heats after another infringement in heat 1. Sorry, was it heat 1? Yes, it was. She went out and won heat 2. She won heat 1 and 2, but a technical infringement stopped her taking the plaudits for heat 1. She starts alongside Ellis Daly, who has shown a great turn of speed all day long, so we should see Ellis up there as well. Row 3 as Taylor Dixon and Laurie McVeigh. Alfie Forrester, who's been there or thereabouts at the front of this field. Alfie starts 7th with Leighton Kelly on 8th. Fifth row of the grid is Maya Simpson and Eddie Stewart. Eddie should be happy with that 10th place grid slot. We heard from Eddie, who co-commentated with us for both of our Intermax races. We wish Eddie all the best from that 10th place with a very bent kart after an accident in one of the heats yesterday. 6th row of the grid is Tyler Davis and Sophie Caldwell. 7th row, Harris Ali, Jacob Rump. Jacob, a newcomer to the series as well on the number 77. Jacob at a track that he knows fairly well. He's here with his dad John, and we wish Jacob, he'll be happy with that. 14th for his first start in the Kart Championship. He's got to be happy with that. Well done, Jacob. Row 8 is Ewan Stevenson and Zach Kane. Then we've got row 9, Riley Mason Lewis and Ethan Bath. Jensen Cook and Jack Johnson starting on row 10, and then we've got Thomas Butcher and Joseph Mills. That's the grid for the junior Primo class. Now then, pick a winner, Nick. It's going to be hard. I'm not sure we can pick a winner, to be honest.
No. I think Bella's got a chance. That's my guess. I think Bella Fairclough could come through the field, but Daniel Hartley obviously is a 3 out of 3 at the moment. 3 wins. The weather here at Rowrah is quite remarkable, actually. It's, as you can see, there's a heat shimmer coming off the camera there as we wait for the carts to be released from the collecting area. I think they're actually sticking to time, so the next kart race should be underway in about a minute. So they are sort of sticking to time. They'll release them in a second. On a atypical Rowrah afternoon of sun. There's a bit of wind and everyone's kind of waiting for this next heat to get underway and seeing what we can see from Hartley and Fairclough. Thank you very much indeed. Birthday boys made me a coffee. Not allowed to mention it's Joe's birthday. Oh, I mean it again there. I won't mention your birthday. Oh, I've done it again. Yeah, but it's your birthday. Obviously, your microphone's nowhere near where it should be. Yeah, oh. Hang on. It's your birthday.
I'm not responding to that.
We weren't something earlier, just you also faded down. It's amazing how you forget the basics, isn't it?
What? Like fading me up?
Yeah. Well, I say I forget it. Because sometimes you say, oh, Joe, you're going to talk about momentum. Oh, he's gone. He can't talk about momentum anymore. Joe, where was your first race ever? Oh, see, no, so when did you first see a kart? Where was it? 3. Oh, you see, it's all gone. There we are.
Yeah. 1986, the spring of 1986, my first ever kart race here, the 100 national class. Also making his debut in the senior class was current junior British champion Alan McNish.
That's just amazing.
2-time Le Mans winner and former Toyota.
3-time Le Mans winner.
3-time Le Mans winner.
And former Toyota Formula 1, as we argued about earlier today.
Yes, we did. Which came as a shock to you, having worked in Formula 1 at that time.
And having been within that, working the entire year he was doing it.
Yeah.
Nick Salo was his teammate.
Yes. Well, we've had a look at the grid.
Lovely man.
He is, yeah.
Lovely
Well, he's done some sports cars, hasn't he? Right,
Lovely.
Here are the champions of the future, though, here in the Kart Championship. With Daniel Hartley leading the field round on the pole position with Jake Anders, who was been on that pole position pretty much all day long. But keep your eyes on the bright yellow cart of Bella Fairclough. We have
money's on them going round again here.
I have a feeling they will. These are junior primos, 12 to 14-year-olds.
That was never happening.
No.
They didn't even try.
No, they've got a false start.
That was far
too quick. Far too quick. Gives them a chance to get some heat into their tyres, gives us a chance to remind everybody that this is the fourth and penultimate round of the 2024 Kart Championship season. We have got the final round coming up next month that you will find all live, both days of the heats and the super heats and the finals. From Fulbeck.
So we're leaving about a week just to the entrance road.
Yes, it's going to take us a day to get up that entrance road, isn't it? Yeah, the infamous Fulbeck entrance road. Fulbeck in Lincolnshire, Karting Live TV will bring you it all. If you can't be there, then relax and enjoy and just look at that site here. Here at Rowrah, just on the edge of the northwest edge of the Lake District, and it really is a beautiful, beautiful place when the sun shines. Oh, we're getting fingers pointed, and instructions being given to our pole position driver and Jake Anders, the other driver on the front row. So it's Daniel Hartley and Jake Anders. We've seen these come together at the first chicane, haven't we? Here we go again then.
It looks
smoke. Too quick.
Far too quick. Too much smoke was the giveaway.
Lads and lasses, actually.
There was too much smoke, and that was the giveaway.
Yeah, that is the giveaway. What Dan Ashton likes to see is a very slow pace towards the start line. Then you accelerate. But these drivers,
these kids
were,
let's call them what they are.
These drivers were getting the throttle on at the apex of the final turn, which Dan Ashton hates.
And it's Dan Ashton who's in charge.
He's in charge. He'll give them another try, and if not, I can see them being stopped.
Talking to at the final.
Because the intensity is mounting, isn't it? The excitement is mounting. Great shot of the stewardesses there. It's a sweeping 180-degree turn, just in the underneath the side. The former quarry. It hasn't been a quarry for a long time. We've been racing here for 60 years at Rowrah.
Marshall taking his life in his hands there by standing in the middle of the road, asking him to slow down.
They need to understand that it's all right going slow there, but when you accelerate from the apex of the final turn, that's what's annoying the starter. That's what's annoying the man in charge. Let's see if they can keep it steady coming out of the paddock turn. Here they come then. Daniel Hartley on the pole. Jake Anders alongside.
Yeah, let them go.
They're going to go, and it's Daniel Hartley that leads with Jake Anders slotting in behind, but there's that bright yellow cart of Bella Fairclough who slots into third out of the chicane and down towards the McRae hairpin. It's getting very, very close indeed, with Bella Fairclough just nudging the back of Anders kind of harmlessly. I think she's got away with that. Anders already defensive driving there, and you can see how cold the tyres are, Nick, as he's squirming around on the brakes.
Yeah, he's trying to get some heat inside. Stop looking behind you, just look forward, you're fine. You've got 10 minutes this final. Oh, he's lost all momentum in the middle of the corner there, so Anders not gone off on a slightly kind of almost panicky start, and in doing so he's lost Daniel Hartley, which is great news for Hartley, in his desperate efforts to keep Fairclough behind. It's almost like he's been psyched out by her just presence.
I think he was concerned because his tyres weren't up to temperature there. You could see they weren't up to pressure. They were sliding around on the brakes. They give him a very lacking confidence on the brakes there. That tyre will now come on as he gets into this second lap, and already we see the gap to Hartley reducing slightly. He's going to be very busy though, keeping Bella Fairclough. He taps his helmet to Bella, but Bella's having none of it.
She taps in,
and that's an inadvertent little nudge there. That'll have caught the attention of the stewards, so Bella needs to be careful there, but I don't think that was deliberate. That looked like inadvertent, and that's lost Jake Anders another spot to Taylor Dixon, and they're just caught out. Both drivers on the brakes, heavily on the brakes, and when the car just won't stop, then what can you do? You're on the brakes and you're just trying your hardest to slow that car down. But now we've got Hartley out in the lead. He's led for 1 lap. He's going to lead for 2 across the line now. He knows how to lead these races. He knows how to win these races. He's won 3 already. Bella Fairclough second. Taylor Dixon now third ahead of Jake Anders. Ellis Daly fifth. Laurie McVeigh. Alfie Forrester, Leighton Kelly, Sophie Colwyn and Eddie Stewart's rounding off the top 10.
Yeah, Fairclough now in a bit of no man's. I'm just checking to see whether she... I think she's got away with a nose drop on that, even though it's a very grubby nose in the car at the moment. From a couple of nudging incidences, and that one, as you say, was just you've only got so much braking, not that you've reached full braking, you're not going to stop anymore.
That's the problem.
But Hartley looking to break away.
He's trying, but he's not going to, because Bella Fairclough has really, she's been quite the class of the field, really, Nick, when you think about it. She had
yesterday, not so much today.
I'll tell you why. But I'll tell you why.
Okay.
There's a reason. She won the first heat and then got disqualified for a technicality. She won the second heat. Yep. That put her down the grid.
Yeah.
What we've seen today in the super heats is Bella Fairclough coming through the field onto the tail of the leaders.
But she came through and won yesterday.
Well, now she's on the front of this grid. Yeah, because she was disqualified out of qualifying qualification. But now, starting at the front, she's on an equal footing.
Yeah, I think the case is, again, as we've seen through the 2 days, other people have caught on, and certainly
that's right,
Hartley, absolutely, she's the class of the field yesterday, 100%. And she's not. I'm not saying she's not the class of the field. It's not the country mile it was yesterday.
No, it's not. And Daniel Hartley was talking to his dad last night, and he was saying they just couldn't get the thing to gain any time in practice on Friday. They worked on it all day yesterday. It's a little bit better, but Fairclough still seems to have pace. Look at how she's closed the gap. Now, it's one thing in pure Murray Walker terms, Nick, one thing catching a cart in front of you. It's a different kettle of fish altogether trying to pass. Now, let's see if Bella can do that, because she's got Daniel Hartley. He's looking over his shoulder. He's tapping his helmet. I'm not really sure what that means when you're in the lead, Daniel. It means let's go and extend this lead, perhaps, and let's not fall back into the clutches of Taylor Dixon and Jake Anders.
Look at that. A couple of comments. Douglas Downey coming on Archie Cannon, and Joshua Owen coming on Alfie, which must be Alfie Forrester. So we've got some activity of people staring at the time. It's going on at the inside, and Fairclough takes the lead. No surprise there. Will she be over and under? Let's find out. It's looking like it.
Will.
No, well done, Daniel.
And Daniel has the ideal line for the chicane and will take the position back. Daniel Hartley shows having led that lap, so Bella Fairclough yet to show at the front of this field, even though she did lead that field into and out of paddock, down into Iredale's. Using a tin opener there, but she's going to compromise her exit speed. Just trying to, and Hartley's going to be fully aware now that she's there.
You can see why Hartley won the first 3 rounds. There's some great racecraft in that lad. Bella's got some great racecraft and she's got some pace, but what is happening now, look, Taylor Dixon is able to get onto the back of these two, because they obviously, as they scrap, they're slower.
And what you mean by he's got good racecraft, he knew he couldn't turn in. He gave her the room.
Yeah.
He gave her the room and he kept his speed up.
He's got a good kind of sixth sense, or just experience, of knowing where his kart is in relation to both the track limits and the other drivers around him. And he also knows that just because you can give up a position if you can get it back again 2 corners later.
Yeah, he did. He stayed calm, didn't he?
You don't have to panic. And certainly this is a track where we've seen, someone gets up the inside, well, you can take a different line and get back into a corner later, because that's the way that momentum works on these karts, and obviously with this track, and also with most of these karts being limited in some way in power because of they've been restricted back, and a bit less for Junior Primo, but the other karts, it's also about keeping the cars rolling, isn't it?
Well, we've got an absolutely intriguing high-speed battle here, because these two drivers, they're not managing tyres, they're not managing the race, they are absolutely flat out here is what we're seeing. Yeah. Daniel Hartley, last of the late breakers.
Dixon's
Bella Fairclough the
them.
same. Yes, I know, and that's because, Nick, we've got a series of these. Oh, and there's the contact that was coming.
Sure look at Hartley.
3 wide.
Hartley's gone wide, but then Dixon comes through to the lead.
Yeah.
Christmas come early. It's not just your birthday, Joe. It's also obviously Taylor Dixon's birthday. Daniel, again. He's lost it again.
Daniel Hartley down the inside. No, Daniel, he hasn't lost it again. He hadn't lost it. He didn't have it before.
Well,
that was Taylor Dixon with a cart off onto the driver's right there. Not sure. Driver's left through the right-hander, but back at the front, Taylor Dixon having got the lead, then slid wide into the stewardesses, and that allowed Danielle Hartley to regain the lead back.
And
Bella Fairclough
lost all her momentum.
Yeah, Bella Fairclough has now lost out massively in that kerfuffle into the Iredale's hairpin.
I think Ellis Dealey who went off.
Yeah, I think it was. Blue card.
Yeah. He's got going again.
Right, 3 minutes to go.
Don't know.
Answer
Answer the question. Don't know.
No, I don't know either.
That's having Dixon between himself and Bella Fairclough is going to be a massive advantage for Hartley. So I think if he can put a little bit of a scamper on for a couple of laps, he might give himself enough of a lead. But Dixon, who we haven't really featured, has come from nowhere in this final to be competitive on both pace and on driving style.
Taylor Dixon, number 43. Not sure who's running him. Might be a privateer.
The top 5 is 63, 43, 53, 33 and 15.
No.
No, just running together as the numbers. 3, there was something 3.
Oh, I see. Yes, 15 spoiling that little synergy of that.
It's kind of rude when I had to explain it to you.
You really did. Your mind works in a completely different way to everybody else's.
It's true, actually.
The 3-kart battle now for the lead. And if Danielle Hartley makes a mistake, slides wide by a metre, Taylor Dixon is going to be through the gap. But likewise, if Taylor Dixon does the same, Bella Fairclough is going to be through. And these three absolutely bumper to bumper into the final turn then. 2 minutes on the clock. Plenty of racing, plenty of opportunity for anything to happen here.
2 minutes to go. And in the previous 8 minutes, Daniel Hartley has led for about 7 minutes and 40 seconds of it. And the other two have had 10 seconds in the lead each. And none of them have been scored over. Oh, this is a chance of Fairclough now. Is she going to get up to... I think the only thing, I think she's probably going to be a little bit of the eye of the stewards, because there's been two sort of... Oh, she's made a mistake. She's gone too wide.
That's because she was out. She was left wide by Taylor Dixon, who just stayed calm. He had the line for the Iredale hairpin. Bella Fairclough was on the dirt, remember. It's a bit dirty out there. And she had no grip, so now she's lost it out to Jake Anders and finds herself in 5th spot. Or is that 4th, sorry?
Fourth. She's in 4th, but look at our leader. He's got that gap, and now Hartley is gone, because I don't think that even if someone gets past it into them...
And sorry, I was going to... When you finish, that's right. What I was going to say is...
I'm well trained to the hand, you know that.
Yeah. It couldn't have worked out better for Danielle Hartley, for Bella to have a go at Dixon at that point in the race, because there's only a minute left. And when this lot composes themselves, Taylor Dixon, Jake Anders and Bella Fairclough compose themselves and get back on it and start building up that momentum back to Danielle Hartley, the clock is going to run down.
Do you realise the significance of this, though?
What, championship-wise?
He will be our first champion.
Well, it depends on the gap.
No, because he's got 4 wins.
Doesn't matter, it depends on the gap.
No one else can get close.
Well, you've got 100 points from the heats, potentially.
Yeah, and he got them all those as well.
Not in the last round.
Trust me.
Well, yes,
trust me, he's
all
the
right,
champion.
okay.
When you've won 4 of the rounds and you haven't got someone who's got 4 silvers, you're the champion.
Yeah, I think you're probably
He doesn't
right.
need any.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
No,
right now, right now, yes, you are. Okay. Daniel Hartley is on his penultimate lap. He will see the last lap board. As this battle for second rages on, we will think about picking up Daniel Hartley and watch him through on his last lap when he comes across the line. He's through St John's now, back towards the paddock now, through the left-hander at Sunny, heading towards the paddock bend. He'll see the welcome sight. Taylor Dixon looks very composed in second place. Jake Anders in third. Here comes Hartley now to start his last lap. We'll keep a wary eye on the carts behind him, but this one's all about Daniel Hartley.
Big incident at the in the back of the field. Describe it at the end.
All right, that's at the back of the field. That's not going to involve any of the podium protagonists. We've got Taylor Dixon and Jake Anders still in second and third, and Bella Fairclough trying to do her best to maybe get onto the podium. That's Daniel Hartley, who hasn't had it all his own way. He's had to fight for this one, hasn't he? And as you said, Nick, this lad has showed some massive racecraft in being patient. Taylor Dixon looks a solid second, and Jake Anders looks like he's good for third, unless Bella Fairclough can have a go. And there's Daniel Hartley, acknowledges the flag. Bella Fairclough ran out of time as Taylor Dixon comes through in second, Jake Anders third, and the last chance
Anders
effort.
is not third. He's been black flagged.
Oh, black flag for the 53. So Bella Fairclough might
Jake
find...
Anders is black flagged.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why that black flag has come out. But Jake Anders has been black flagged from that third place, which means the results may be that Bella Fairclough... Right, I'm going to say what the finishes are on the road, whatever happens in tech.
Well, isn't tech, that is
yeah, that's
literally black and white. He has gone and
yeah.
is out of this. He's been black flagged and carried on going, which you cannot do, and you can't argue it afterwards either.
That's right. Daniel Hartley takes a very fine win to win the fourth round of this championship. He won rounds 1, he won rounds 2, he won round 3, and now he's 100% effort from him to take the win in round 4. And like Nick says, we've probably got our provisional champion in the junior Primo class.